I got Botox done on my face about 2 weeks ago.
It's from my Botox.
First went in for my initial Botox about 2 weeks ago. Let me show you the crazy eye.
Testily swollen lips. And
Look at this chart. The search for Botox is the highest in the past 5 years. Why is it happening, and what happens when you inject a neurotoxin into your face repeatedly in the name of preventing wrinkles? This woman on the screen, she's not acting. She literally can't move her face after just 20 units of Botox. She's lost the ability to express, even breathe properly without effort. And despite that, millions of young women are lining up to pay thousands a year to keep this cycle going. All for the promise that they'll never age. But here's the reality. That promise, it's not just false, it's dangerous. In fact, using Botox over and over might actually make you age faster. But more on that later. A recent report shows that India's cosmetic surgery market is expected to grow at a compound annual rate of 10 to 12% over the next 5 years. In fact, India is now the largest market for cosmetic procedure in the entire Asia Pacific region. That's a full-on wave of young people voluntarily freezing their facial muscle because they are terrified of smiling lines or tiny creases. And while we might laugh at that on the surface, the fear is real. We have created a culture where wrinkle means failure, where any signs of aging is an emergency. So it's not surprising that Botox isn't just popular, it's normalized. You've got 22 years old casually filming, "Come with me to get baby Botox" videos like they are going to get their nails or hair done. You have got Botox party with champagnes and cakes. You have got influencers recommending it like it's a full weekend hobby. But no one is talking about what's really happening underneath their skin. Because here's what Botox actually is: a toxin, specifically botulinum toxic, one of the most potent neurotoxin known to science. It's not a cream, not a serum, not a supplement. It paralyzes muscles by disrupting the nerve signals that makes them move. That's how it works, by making movement impossible. The first time Botox was used wasn't even intentional. In the 1980s, a Canadian eye doctor noticed a patient's wrinkles disappeared after using it to treat eye spasm. From there, the cosmetic industry ran with it. Fast forward to today, and we have got teenagers willingly injecting it into their face under the rebrand sanitized label of baby Botox, a marketing invention designed to sound less scary and more like skincare. But there's nothing babyish about it. Take the case of Ravi Arora, a child artist.
मैंने chin filler कराया, मैंने lip filler कराया है.
लग तो नहीं रहा.
And मैंने cheeks में कराया. क्या कराया था मैंने?
Whose face has transformed so drastically that many speculate she underwent procedure long before she turned 18. Whether it's surgical or non-surgical doesn't matter. What matters is the age. 15 is still legally a minor. Similarly, Ravina Tandon's daughter, Rasha Thadani, was in the news recently for the possible nose job. She is just 19. These are the ones promoting it and making it mainstream.
उनकी नोज थोड़ी हैवी और ब्रॉड लगती थी, है ना? अब देखो एकदम स्लीक और पॉइंटेड हो गई है. नेजल स्ट्रक्चर को देखकर लगता है कि राइनोप्लास्टी हुई है. ये लिप्स भी देखो, पहले थोड़े पतले थे, अब एकदम भरे हुए और शेपली लग रहे हैं. ये लिप फिलर्स या लिप फ्लिप का कमाल हो सकते हैं.
But clearly no one is concerned about the long-term effect of it for the short-term gains.
मुझे 50 पे भी 20 साल का लगना है.
When you cannot raise your eyebrows or cry without your cheeks looking puffy and tight, you are not giving a performance, you are giving a mannequin. That's the real irony. The very people stepping into the shoes of iconic Bollywood roles are altering their face so much they risk losing the one thing audience truly connect with: genuine emotion. The ability to feel something and show it not just with dialogues but with micro expressions, subtle movement, the humanity of the face. You can't act if you cannot move. You cannot move people if you are afraid to move your face. And yet here we are watching thousands of girls and women taking these alerted celebrity faces as the blueprint for how they should look. It's aesthetic capitalism at work. Find an insecurity, amplify it, and sell a solution. Rise, inject, repeat.
My little story of a disaster. How I ruined my face with my own hands. This happened only because the doctor tried to make a lot of money from my face, overfilled my face, wrongly injected Botox. Amount of filler he put inside was crazy. 2021, I dissolved everything, couple of times, and only then I managed to get my beautiful face back.
The tragedy is this isn't just about beauty, it's about identity, self-worth, and erasing of diversity. Indian faces rich with regional features, skin tones, and bone structure are being replaced by a global plastic idea, a nose that's always small and straight, lips that are always plumped, skin that never creases. It's a face engineered for photo and for real life, and in chasing that, many women are trading away their uniqueness, sometimes permanently. And here's where it gets darker, because this isn't just about aesthetic. Botox doesn't just smooth your skin, it disconnects you from your own expression. Those natural lines you get when you laugh or frown, they are called dynamic wrinkles. They exist because your face is alive, but now we are treating normal human emotion like it's a disease. Dermatologists are literally identifying facial creases like they are flaws to fix, and because Botox wear off every 3 to 4 months, it traps you. Once you start, it's almost impossible to stop.
मुझे और better दिखना है, मुझे और सुंदर दिखना है. So it's my wish.
Your Botox face becomes your new baseline. When it fades, you feel like you're aging in fast forward. So you go back again and again until it becomes a permanent part of your self-image. Until you spend thousands every year just to keep up the illusion. But your body isn't dumb. Over time, it can develop resistance, neutralizing antibiotics that make Botox less effective. So you need higher doses, more injections, and with each session, your facial muscles get weaker. They shrink from disuse. Your face starts to lose its ability to move, not just when the Botox is active, but permanently. So instead of preventing aging, Botox accelerated.
2019 से डर्मल फिलर्स का प्रयोग करती थी. सब कुछ शुरू हुआ होठ के शेप को बदलने की इच्छा से, मगर बाद में इस लात के पीछे पड़ के जिस भी चेहरे के हिस्से से मैं संतुष्ट नहीं थी, गाल, चीन, आंख के नीचे इलाका, इनका शेप बदलने के लिए हाइलुरोनिक फिलर का प्रयोग करती थी. यह सुरक्षित और आसान उपाय लगता था, क्योंकि डॉक्टर्स बताते थे कि हाइलुरोनिक एसिड फिलर्स टेम्पररी होते हैं और 8-12 महीने बाद अपने आप डिसॉल्व हो जाते हैं. मगर ये सच नहीं था, जिसे बाद में मुझे पता चला. हाँ, कुछ फिलर का हिस्सा दरअसल डिसॉल्व हो जाता है, लेकिन कुछ फिलर का हिस्सा उसको इंजेक्ट कराने के 5, 10, 15 साल बाद फिर भी चेहरे पे बचता है, और ये साबित हुआ. उसके अलावा एक और समस्या है. हाइलुरोनिक एसिड का एक मॉलिक्यूल अपनी तरफ खींचता है पानी के 500 मॉलिक्यूल्स, जिसके कारण से पानी रिटेंशन हो जाता है और चेहरा बहुत स्वोलन दिखने लगता है. मेरे मामले में सब कुछ बिगड़ गया जब मैं बहुत बुरे तरीके से बीमार हो गई, और जो भी मेरे फिलर्स थे चेहरे पे होठों के अलावा सारे इन्फ्लेमेटेड हो गए. उसके बाद मैं गई क्लिनिक और सारे अपने फिलर्स चीन से यहाँ से होठों के अलावा अपने चेहरे से हटवाया.
Fillers can actually extract more water from your skin than they give, and when fillers go wrong, you will see it. Your face looks swollen, distorted. Dermal fillers, especially the ones made of hyaluronic acid, are supposed to add volume and smoothness to your face, but hyaluronic acid is hygroscopic, meaning it attracts and retains water. When it's injected to your skin, it doesn't just sit there like a cushion, it actually draws in water from the surrounding tissue. That can give you that plumped, glowy look people want at first, but here's the problem. When too much fillers is used or it's placed incorrectly, it doesn't just enhance feature, it can distort them. Your face starts looking puffy or overinflated. That's why people talk about the pillow face. And worse, if the filler isn't metabolized properly by your face, which can absolutely happen, it might not dissolve on its own. It can linger for years, creating hard lumps or fluid-filled pockets under the skin. And if that wasn't enough, let's talk about the risk almost no one mentions. Botox can spread beyond the injection site. That means the toxin might travel through your body and cause botulium-like symptoms, muscle weaknesses, trouble breathing, double vision, extreme fatigue. Some people get debilitating anxiety, brain fog, or full body panic. One woman who used Botox for 5 years woke up one day and could barely move. Her body was shutting down. A 32-year-old woman died after a Botox injection led to sudden heart failure, allegedly due to toxicity. And yet, the procedure keeps getting pushed harder, younger, cheap, with cut rate injection, discount clinics, and inexperienced providers giving Botox to women who just want to feel good about themselves. We are already seeing the mental side effect. When you can't move your face, your brain receives fewer emotional signals. That's not a theory, that's neuroscience. It's called the facial feedback hypothesis. If your face is numb, your emotions dull. You literally feel less, smile less, empathize less. That's not just physical, it's psychological. Botox is not something good for you, but the marketing has made it sound all good, all right, and we are all buying it.